Yo, just thought I'd stream some of this Futoshiki that I've been playing a little bit on. I've only got about half an hour, waiting for some food to be ready. Okay, so let's go into. No, I don't want to rate that yet. I've just been doing the 4x4 ones, so this will be a nice little intro if you've not come across Futoshiki before. Let's just turn this music down a little bit. Okay, so these are inequality signs in between the squares. This is, I think it's called a Latin square, where you can only have numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 in each row and column, and only have one of each, so you can't have duplicates. Diagonals don't matter, and these are inequalities, so very similar to Sudoku, but only but with these inequalities. So in the first row and column I've got number 4, and I've got to fill that first column with a 3, 2 and a 1. Now I know that the 1 can't be in sort of column 1 row 2. What I'll do is I'll say the column and then the row, so 1, 2, it can't be in position 1, 2, because 1 can't be greater than nothing, so it can be in position 1, 3 or 1, 4. So not much I can do with the 1 there. Now the 3 can be in that position because the 3 can be greater than a 2 or a 1. If the 2's in that position, the 1 has to be in the third position. So not much use there. But at the bottom of the board I can see this section of 4 squares. Now if you take column 2, position 3, so 2, 3, a 4 can't be there, but nor, so in this square here, a 4 can't be there because nothing's greater than a 4. But if you think about it, a 3 can't be there because then a 4 would have to go there, but again nothing's greater than a 4. So if you trace it right through, you end up with a 1 is the only one that can be there, because then a 2 is greater than a 1, 3 is greater than a 2, and a 4 is greater than a 3. You're going to have to excuse me, I'm coughing a lot because I've been making a curry and it's the fumes actually that have really messed my throat up. Right, so we filled in the 1 and the 4. Now we've just got to fill in the 3 and the 2 on this row here. Instantly I can see that a 3 can't be there because that would mean a 4 would have to be there for anything to be greater than the 3. We've already used the 4, so the 3 has to be there, and therefore the 2's there. The only thing greater than a 2 out of the choices of 1 and 3 is a 3, and therefore the 1 goes there. We're missing a 1 number there, so that's the 4. Okay, we've got on this column here we've got a 2 and a 1 to complete. Well, the 2 can't be there because neither the 3 or the 4 are available, so it has to be a 1 and therefore a 2. And then on this row here, let's have a look, we've got a 3 and a 4. Now we can't put the 2 there because the 2's already been used on that row, so the 2 would have to go there, and therefore a 1 there. And then it's plain sailing because the only number that's missing off that row is a 3, and the number that's missing off that row is a 4. And we've done this level and it's taken 3 minutes. Okay, let's have a look at number 9. And I'll probably get a little bit quicker now that you've got an idea of what's going on, and I've got used to doing this. I haven't jumped on this for some time. Okay, so we've got a 1 to be used up here, and then a 2 could go there or a 3 could go there, but a 1 can't go there, so it can go there or there. A 2 can't go there, and nor can a 3 because a 4 is not available. And a 2 can't go there because the 2's been used. So the only things that are available to go there are a 4 or a 1. And the 4 can't go there because there's nothing greater than a 4. So that excludes the 4, 3, 2. So the only thing that is remaining is a 1. Okay. That doesn't immediately help us. Let's have a look here. So we can't use a 3 or a 4. So it's just a 2 or a 1. Okay, that's fine. If it's a 2 or a 1, you see, if we can't use a 3 or a 4, and the only thing that can go in that square is a 2 or a 1, then the only thing that that could be, even if we don't know whether or not it's a 2 or 1, is a 3 at this stage. And that means we've got the 1 and the 2 left over. Now that's interesting, because if we've got the 1 and the 2 left over, the 1 will have to go there and the 2 there, or the 1 would have to go there and the 2 there. So this can't be a 3. And in fact, it wasn't logically true that. I said that if that's a 1 or a 2, that could be a 3. Well, that could be a 1 and that could be a 2. So that's going to be a 3. And that's cool. That's a valid logical technique, really. Is not the error I made of saying that that could be a 1 or a 2, but following something through to see if there's a paradox emerge later, a conflict. Okay, so we've got 1 and a 3. We've got to use a 4 and a 2 in that column. Nothing's immediately obvious to me to exclude it. However, we've got to put a 4 in this row, and we can't put it there, so we can put it there. That leaves us with a 1 there. Okay. What's going to be greater than the 1? It's either going to be a 2 or a 3, and there's nothing there to restrict 2 or 3s, so not much we can do there. What about here? We can't have a 1 there. This column's got to have a 1, so it's got to be there. And the reason we can't is because there's a 1 already in this row, so that's going to be a 3. We've got to use a 2 and a 4. We can't have the 4 there because the 4's already taken in that column, so the 4 will be there, and therefore a 2's there. And now we're just going to fill out the missing numbers from each column, 2 and 4, and oh, done that in 3 minutes 14, the exact same time. Oh, almost as the other one. Okay. What can the 3 be greater than? It can only be greater than a 2 or a 1, and we've already used the 1 in that column, so that has to be a 2, and therefore that has to be a 4. Okay, what's missing is the 3 and the 2. Well, the 2 can't be where I've highlighted because there's already 2 in that column, therefore the 2 is there. And that means that that's the 3. What are we missing here? A 1 and a 4. Well, the 4 can't be there, so the 4 must be there, and therefore the 1 is there. And then what are we missing here? We're missing a 3 from the row, and we're missing a 1 from the row. And that's 38 seconds. All right, a little bit quicker. Okay, puzzle number 11 of these 4x4 squares. We are missing a... Right, what can the 2 be greater than? Well, we're missing a 3 and a 1 from this column. And 2 can only be greater than a 1, so the 1 has to be there, and therefore the 3 has to be there. The only number that's greater than a 3 is a 4, so the 4 has to be there. Okay, what are we missing from this row? I'm just looking at the rows or columns with the most numbers in already, and therefore what, more likely we can find the remaining numbers from some restriction. So from this row we're missing a 3 and a 4. Now the 4 can't be where I've highlighted because we've already got a 4 in the column, therefore the 4 has to be there and the 3 has to be there. This column here, we're now missing a 1 and a 2. Well, the 2 can't be there because we've already got a 2 in the row, so the 2's there, the 1's there. Okay, moving now to the left, I suppose. We're missing a 3 and a 4 from this column. The 4 can't be there because it's already in that column, therefore that's a 3. And now moving this way, we're missing a 1 and a 2. The 2's already taken up in that column, so it can't go there, it must go there, and therefore a 1. And then we'll just fill out the missing digits, 3 and a 1. And we've done that in 1 minute 24 seconds. Okay. Puzzle number 12. Okay. Well, we've got this series of 3 here. Now, when that's a series of 3, there's likely going to be some restrictions on there. Let's have a look. We know that that can't be a 4 because nothing greater than the 4. And we know that that can't be a 4, nothing greater. So the highest number that can be is a 3. And the highest number that can therefore be is a 2 or a 1. But that can't be a 4. So the highest number that can be is a 3. And therefore that must be a 2 because that must be a 1. Okay. Now we're missing the 3 and the 4 from this column. That won't be a 4 because the 4 is already in the row. That's a 4. We're missing the 1 and the 2 from this column. That doesn't help us immediately. From this row here, this is interesting. We've got a 4 there, 4 there, and a 4 there. Therefore, that must be the 4 because there's a 4 in every column and every row now. That's the only place it could have been. Therefore, that must be the 1 remaining. We're missing a 2 and a 3 from this column here. That's not a great deal of use. This we've got an inequality. Let's have a quick exploration. Can't have a 4 there because the 4's already been taken up, so that could be a 3, but there's a 3 already there, so let's go for a 2, and the only thing greater than 2, less than 2 is a 1. Therefore that's a 3, and therefore what we're missing there is a 2. What we're missing here is a 3, and what we're missing here is a 2. What we're missing here is a 1. Done. Puzzle 13. Ooh, a few more inequalities on this one. Okay, so we know that that can't be a 4 because nothing can be greater than a 4. We know that that can't be a 4, so that must be the 4. We're missing a 3 and a 2, so not a great deal of help at this stage. But here we can have a 1, 2, 3. Well, let's do that process again. What's the highest number that can be? It can be a 2 because that would then be a 3 and that would be a 4. Or that could be a 1 and this could be a 2 or a 3 and a 4. So, let's have a look. A little bit slowed down on this one actually. Can't see it just yet. Okay, that can't be a 1. And that can't be a 1. So the 1 must be there or there. Because if the 1 can't be there and it can't be there, it must be there or there. And there is a 1 in that column already, so that must be a 1. If that's a 1, that can't be a 4. The highest number that can be is a 3. And the lowest number it can be is a 3 because if it was a 2, it would mean a 1 was there. So that has to be a 3. And the only number lower than a 3 is a 2 because the 1's already taken up. Therefore, that's a 4. If that's a 4, the highest number that can be is a 3. And therefore, that has to be a 2. 1's greater than 2. Now we're left with the 3 and a 4, which must go in that order because 3 can't be greater than 4. Missing a 2 out of that column, missing a 1 out of that row. We're missing a 2 and a 1 from here. So the 1 must go there and the 2 must go there. And we're now missing a 3 and a 4. Done. A little bit slower on that level, but happy with that, no, nevertheless. Right, so we've got, a couple of inequalities again. This column here, we've got to fill in a 3 and a 4. Well, that's fairly easy to do because it can't be a 3 is greater than a 4, so the 3 must be there and the 4 must be there. Can we have a look at the same logic here? A 2 and a 1. 2 must be greater than the 1. Great stuff. Now let's have a look at this column here. We've got a 3 and a 4 to fill in. Well, the 3 can't be there because we've already got a 3 in the row, therefore there. And then what are we missing from the rows? The 2 and the 1. Done. Let's have a look at level 15. Okay, so we've got this pattern of 4 again. And I like these patterns of 4 because the only way we can fulfill the requirements of this is starting with a 1, and then a 2, and then a 3, and then a 4. If we started with any other number, we wouldn't be able to satisfy the inequalities. Okay, so we've done a lot of that column there. We've only got a 3 and a 4 remaining. Well, we know the order. 4 has to be greater than 3. Great stuff. Got this column to satisfy as well. We're missing a 2 and a 1 from this column. We've already got a 2 in that row, so that must be the 1. That must be the 2. 2 must be greater than a 1, and then we're missing a 4 from that row. We're missing a 3 from this row as well. Let's have a look at this row. 2 and a 3, so we're missing the 4 and the 1. Well, the 1 can't go where I've highlighted because we've already got a 1 in the column, therefore the 1 goes over here, and the 4 went there. And then what are we missing from this column? 3 and a 2. Passed. Okay, how many levels are there? Oh, I'm not going to have enough time to get through all these, but 16. So we've got another set of 4, even though they're not in a square, it doesn't matter, they're a set of 4. So we can go 1, 2 must be greater than 1, 3 must be greater than 2, and 4 that way. Okay, we've got a 2 and a 4, so we've got a 1 and a 3 to fill out. Well, the 1 can't go there because we've got a 1 in the column, therefore the 1 must go there. And the 3 there, we're missing a 2 from that column. Okay, this column we've got a 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 to fill out. Well, the 4 can't go where I've highlighted because there's a 4 in the row. And then we've got a 4, 3, 2 and a 1, therefore the 1 must go there because we've already got a 2 in that row. And the 2 there. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1, 4, 2, 3. And we've done that one. Okay. Level 17, I'll go up to 20, then I'll go and check on the food. 2 and a 3, we've got a 1 to fill out here, and a 4. Well, we know the 4 can't be there because nothing can be greater than the 4. So the 4 must be there, and the 1 is there. Okay, what does that mean for this here? Well, it means that that can't be a 2, nor can it be a 4, so it must be a 3. Is leaving us with the 4 there. Now, if we've got a 4 there, what are we missing from this? Well, let's have a look at this column here. Nothing there obvious. We're missing a 4 and a 1, but the rows don't restrict whether or not 4 and a 1 can go in there. So let's have a look at this column again. We're missing a 3, a 2 and a 1. Now, the 3 can't go there because there's a 3 in the column. Nor can it go there because nothing's... Oh, no, actually. It could go there because the 3 can be greater than a 2 and a 1. Or the 3 could go there as well. What about the 2? The 2 can only go there or there. And the 1 can either go there or there. So there's not really enough restrictions immediately apparent to fill out that column. What about this row? We're missing a 2 and a 1. Oh, that's good. Well, the 1 can't be greater than anything, so the 2 must be there and the 1 must be there. Now we've got the 2 there, we know that that must be a 1, and we know that that must be the 3 that was missing. Let's have a look at this. We're missing a 4 and a 2. Not enough restrictions there. Oh yeah, there is, because the 2 can't be there, therefore the 4 must be there, and the 2 must be there from that column. And then what we're missing from the row of 4, and we're missing a 1 from that. Number 18, 3. The only thing greater than a 3 is a 4, and therefore that must be a 2. Okay, we're missing the 2 and the 1 from this, so the 2 can't be there, therefore that must be the 1, and the 2 must be there. Missing a 3 and a 4, well the 3 must be there, and the 4 must be there. And then what are we missing from the row? A 3, and what are we missing from both the column and the row? A 1. Actually, that looks like that was the quickest done yet. Okay, we've got this pattern of 3. We know that that can't be a 4, so it must be a 3. That must be a 2. That must be a 1. That must be a 4 because the 4 is missing from the column. This can't be a 3 or a 4. It must be a 2. That must be a 1, and that must be a 4. We're missing a 1 from that row. We're missing a 3 from this row and a 2. Not much restrictions, but we're missing a 1 and a 2 and a 4. That must be the 2, and that must be the 4. We're missing a 3 and a 2. That must be the 2, and that must be the 3. And therefore we've got a 1 and we've got a 3 there. 41 seconds. I was trying to actually beat that 27 seconds. Last one, we've got this pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing a 3 and a 2 and a 1, therefore that must be a 3, that must be a 2, and that must be a 4, that must be a 1, and that must be a 4, and that must be a 2, and that must be a 3. 24 seconds, alright, that's the fastest I've done. Alright, I'll do one more and just try and do it as quick as possible. It's going to be a difficult one, fingers crossed. Okay, ooh, that is a difficult one. Hmm. 24 seconds. I can't get quicker than that. Okay, alright, I just thought I'd have a quick demo of Futoshiki. Thank you very much. Laters.